Hi everyone, how are you doing? So recently a lot of people have asked me about my traveling experience by bus, especially from London to other nearby cities in the EU like Paris, Amsterdam or Brussels. That's why today I'm making this video to talk about the advantages of traveling by bus that you may have never known. So let's get started. The first and the most obvious reason why you should take a bus is the ticket price. You can get a bus ticket from London to Paris for as cheap as £10 one way, which is around 3 times less than the minimum price of the Eurostar or budget airlines like Regio Jet. An important thing I have to mention is that to get the minimum price, you have to book the train or plane tickets way in advance, usually a few months before your trip. However, bus tickets are very stable and you can grab a cheap one easily if you want to travel right tonight. So below are the expected price of the three means of transportation for journeys between London and Paris. Bus, £10 to £20. Train, £29 to £150. Plane, £30 to £100. Secondly, all the international buses will depart from Victoria Coach Station, the main bus station which is located right at the center of Zone 1. If you take the Eurostar, you will have to go from King's Cross, St. Pancras International to Gare du Nord, both of which are located in the north of the city centers and will take you around 20 minutes to get to the center. And of course, all the airports in London and Paris are nowhere near the city center, and you may have to end up spending a lot of money for the black cabs or the shuttle buses. In case you haven't heard about this before, a bus has all the important stuff that a train or a plane has. These include a toilet, of course it's very important for every long journey, reading lights for book lovers, tap water and sometimes refreshments as well, and electric sockets. It's very useful to charge your phone and other equipment used during the trip as well. Moreover, compared to the train, the chairs on the bus are adjustable for you to lean back, and the driver will turn off the lights, which will allow you to have a comfortable sleep during the whole journey. Many people are afraid that they cannot sleep on the bus, but I have to tell you that if you take a night bus, everyone will fall asleep, so there is no noise at all. Plus, the bus runs very smoothly. So if you can sleep on a plane, I can guarantee you that you will have a much better sleep when taking a bus. Next, as you may have known, the UK and France are separated by the English Channel, so when traveling by bus, you will need to take either a ferry or the tunnel. If you take the more expensive ticket with a faster bus, usually less than 7 hours from London to Paris, you will go through the famous Eurotunnel. Basically, the bus will go onto the train, which will take you from Folkestone to Coquelles. However, this journey is very boring because you will have nothing to do on the train while it's moving, so a lot of people just stay on the bus trying to rest. So I strongly suggest you go for the cheaper ticket with a little bit longer journey, usually around 8 hours from London to Paris, but you will have a chance to try out the amazing ferries. There are a lot of things to do on the ferry to keep you entertained and relaxed, like duty-free shops, food courts, arcades, and the most amazing thing to do on board is the outside deck, from which you can enjoy the wind and have a chance to see one side is England and the other side is France. To be fair, duty-free shops are definitely one of the most unique things you can find on the ferry when traveling by bus. Literally, this is where you are able to grab everything from a bottle of Baileys for only £10 to Charlotte Tilbury lipstick for less than £20. So next time you have a chance to get on the ferry, remember to grab some gifts for your friends and family as well. Okay, reason number 5, express passport control. If you are tired of queuing up for an hour in the passport control area, especially when coming to the UK, take a bus next time you travel. It is because of the fact that the buses will have their own lanes for passport control, and there is usually no queue at all. I often joke that when traveling by bus through the border, you are treated as a VIP. Unlike taking the planes where you can only see the blue sky, when taking the bus, you will have a chance to see everything on the road, from the amazing local people to the wonderful landscape. Also, believe me or not, how people behave on the road tells you a lot about the culture there. From the way they use the horn to how they give way, from the way they overtake each other to the road rages. There is an interesting fact that the buses are hardly ever late. Most of the times they will arrive early as well. If you take a plane, especially with budget airlines, there is a very high chance that you will be delayed and of course receive no refund. Trains are often on time compared to planes, but if you take a Eurostar during these months, due to the French police strike, many trains have got cancelled and you may be stopped at the border and custom checks for up to 3 hours. I'm sure that all of you must have thought of the possibilities of lost baggage before the flight at least once in your life. To be honest, I have been in that case when I have been waiting for my luggage for more than half an hour and it still hasn't appeared yet. And I know it's really stressful. However, good news is that it is not the case with buses. When you take the bus, your luggage will always stay there, and when you arrive, it just takes you less than a minute to take your luggage out of the compartment. How many times have you been in a situation where the plane prepares to take off and it suddenly becomes very cold that even makes you shake? Luckily, this is not the case for the bus because the temperature on the bus is very stable and makes you feel really comfortable during the whole journey. When traveling by train or plane, most of the times you will not have a chance to even say thank you to the pilot or train driver. It is completely opposite when traveling by bus. Before, during, or after the journey, the bus driver is always there to share with you their experience and interesting stories. I have been traveling by bus to and from London a lot of times. And each time I did learn something new, some unique stories that you may have never heard in your life. So above are the 10 reasons why you should really travel by bus. There are a lot of companies having frequent buses running to and from London like Flixbus, Eurolines, Ouibus, Regio Jet, National Express, and so on. So I hope that you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below as well. Thanks.